I thought we came out in the first half and did a good job. Obviously they came out red hot and made 5 threes, but we closed the half and did a great job with it. Second half, I thought we came out and started the half well. One of the things that bothered us is we got an incredible foul trouble. When you look at, the two bigs, only two centers that we have on our team, and I thought they really, really beat us in the paint. When you look at it, I think for the game it was 50-22 in the paint. I thought that was a difference. When our post guys went out, it made us become a little bit more perimeter, and we had to take some challenge shots. And the ball didn't move as much as it did in the first because we didn't have, guys setting screen and guys running. Give away credit. I thought they did a good job when you look at their stats. You know, Alonzo Williams may not have been scored the most points, but I thought he was the most valuable player with 17 points, 11 assists. We had when our big three doesn't play well, it doesn't give us the best chance to win. And, when you look at the Quavion, I thought he had a good night and Jericho had a solid night, but we didn't get a lot from DB tonight, which makes it tough. Questions?
Jonas?
Coach, how much did you guys had a good flow in the first half? Second half, a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage in play. Did that affect your flow and rhythm at all in the second half?
I don't know if it affected our rhythm, but when we're already handicapped or not, don't have a lot of guys in the front court. And I thought a lot of the whistles were against our bigs. Both of those guys ended up with 4 fouls quick, and then they fouled out. And a lot of them was I thought we did a good job of getting in position and obviously walling up, and it just didn't go our way. And when you kind of took the flow out of the game, it kind of took us out of our game a little bit.
After some of those fouls early on, do you think some of your guys kind of they knew the whistle was coming and it affected the way they may have played defense a little bit?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think if anything, it affected us and how hard we drove the ball. Because obviously on the other end, I don't think we got, some of the same calls, and maybe they played great position defense, but I didn't think we drove the ball as effective after we got a couple, maybe they met us at the rim and maybe they were not fouls, but I didn't think we got the same call on a different end. I'm not saying that it was the referee's fault. It was just they may have been in better position.
Corey?
Kevin, you talked a lot about your big three this year and how important it is for all three of them to be factors in each and every game for you guys to win. Terquavion Smith, 22 points in this one. Jericho Helms, 18 points. Neither of them extremely efficient, but then Darian Sebron, 5 points off of 2 made shots. I mean, how difficult was that to overcome for this team, and how tough is that when you know that you have to have all three of them perform that well to win games?
Yeah, Corey, it's a major issue for us when we don't have those three guys to play well. And, even though, both Jericho and Terquavion, didn't have great efficient nights, I thought they were very effective. They made timely shots. They stopped runs. But Sebron kind of really never got going in the game. I thought they did a good job on ball screens and, stayed with him a couple times. He missed some shots that he normally would make around the rim. And if we don't have him playing, it puts us in a tough situation. Didn't have a great first half, and we were able to stay in the game and put ourselves in a good situation. But we can't win a game in a 40-minute game when he don't play well.
And I know it's tough, obviously, with both Duana and Gibson fouling out in this one, but how much more do you need from a rebounding standpoint from the two of them? Because you do have, obviously Jericho Helms and Casey Morsell finishing with a combined 13 rebounds, but you get out rebounded 42-27 and you get a combined 5 from your two bigs.
Yeah, it's tough, Corey, because, we've talked about those guys being better at rebounding the basketball. And if you look at it, I don't think they did a great job. And to be honest with you, we had one guy had 2 offensive rebounds and one guy had 3 defensive rebounds, and we're going to win. We understand that they're not great scoring the basketball, but they do have to do a better job of rebounding the basketball for us.
Jonas?
Coach, I know you wanted to use these last couple of regular season games to build some momentum going into Brooklyn. You still have one more chance to do that at Florida State on Saturdays. How important is it to get some momentum in Tallahassee ahead of the tournament next week?
Well, I know it's really important. I watched Wake Forest play against Louisville the other day, and they're a team that scores in a lot of they get a lot of runs, and they can score in bunches. That being said, I thought we did a good job. I would love to figure out how to get on the road against Florida State and be able to get some momentum and be playing good basketball when you go into Brooklyn. I think the tournament will be probably as wide open as it's been. And certainly, we would like to be one of those teams that could come in and find a way to get some wins.
You said after the last home game, your team is a team that nobody wants to see in tournament time because you guys don't have anything to lose. What does that look like in your eyes, a team coming into a situation with nothing to lose, backs against the wall?
Well, I just think, and it happens like that. We've been on the other end of it. You don't want to, a lot of times in a one and done situation, coaches don't like to play against teams who are just loose and don't really have anything to play against. And in this situation this year, we will be one of those teams that's loose and we have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Corey?
Kevin, obviously we've seen what Wake Forest has been able to do. Steve Forbes, obviously, completely overhauling the roster last offseason. It's led to the success they've had this season. How important is this offseason for you in terms of trying to flip what has taken place this season and trying to get, to that point next year?
My biggest, Corey, our biggest issue, and it's not a secret to anybody in the country, we're just very limited at our front court. I think we have some really good young guards in the program that could be really good for us. But I've said this all along, it's so tough on our guards every night when you don't have anybody that you can throw the ball into. I think me. One of the things that I want to do is I want to be able to recruit some guys that certainly will help us win. We're in an unfortunate situation this year because of injuries, but hopefully we can put some guys out there next year. We don't have to worry about that situation anymore.